Madison Academy has just scheduled a course called Physical Science, and it begins in a week's time. And we can see that one instructor has been assigned and 6 students have been assigned. And we can click on the number to see the names of the instructors or the names of the students. Now, Madison Academy, being a small school, has assigned multiple roles to this user, Madison Sam. And so I'm going to switch over now from manager role to instructor role. Of course, if you'd assigned instructor role to a different user, then that user would have to log in. And then they would see this instructor screen. Now you can see that there's a problem. Yes, physical science is present, the instructor can see it and can join the course, but there's a problem that must be resolved, and that is that right now we've not added students to teams, because on this course there are a number of teams. So the instructor can click on the name of the course to enter the online classroom. And here is the classroom, and in the right column you can see that Teams is highlighted in red. That's because this is where the problem lies. So I'm going to click on Teams, and you can see that Shared Study is assuming that there are 2 teams, each with 3 people. Now I can change that. I can make it 3 teams of 2 people. I may know that I plan to add other students in the future, and so I may create 4 teams with 5 students. But for the moment, we'll leave it as 2 teams of 3. And I can manually add students to teams. So let me do that. I will add Caroline and Daniel and Dawn to the first team. And then I shall add Marty and Pat and Steve to the second team. And now we can see that Teams is no longer highlighted in red. So the problem has been solved. But I'm going to now undo what I just did and remove students from these teams, because instead of assigning students myself, I'd like to let students choose their own teams. So I will unlock the classroom so that students can now sign on and access the course, and they will see these teams, Team A and Team B, and they will see who is currently assigned to each team, and they can pick their own team. So this is another aspect of Shared Study that's a nice feature. You can allow students to choose their own teams so that they can join their friends, people they've worked with before and they enjoy working with. It's really up to you as the instructor whether you wish to assign students or whether you're going to allow them to choose their own team. Now imagine that separately Study Steve is going to sign in to the system. And so here Steve can see the physical science course. It will be starting on January the 5th. And if Steve clicks on the name of the course, you can see the 2 teams, Team A and Team B. Currently, nobody is signed to the 3 positions in Team A, and nobody is signed up to the positions on Team B. So Steve's going to be the first, and will choose to join Team A. Steve must confirm this operation because once he's chosen a team, he cannot change his mind. The instructor can undo the assignment, but the student cannot. Otherwise, we would have team hopping going on. And there we are. Study Steve is now assigned to Team A. And if any of the unassigned students now sign on, they can choose to join the same team as Steve, or they may choose to join the other team.